Welcome to Wherever I May Roll. You know me, I'm Melody of Wherever I May Roam, and now you're going to get to meet my husband, Eddie. And our daughter Taylor is asking us some questions.
Hi again. Okay, so let's start off with Melody. What is your background?
My background is I worked for Blue Cross and Blue Shield for 20 years. I quit there and ran 4 restaurants and had a catering business that I learned from scratch. And then I left there and we sold our home in West Virginia, moved to Florida. I've been a blogger for 6 years and an influencer.
Eddie, what is your background?
After college, I went back to the family business, and second generation, we were a canteen franchise, and that eventually evolved to catering, food service, and dining, and which Melody took care of the food part of it. And then I moved to Florida for about a year, did some work on the house here, and then moved to the Republic of Panama in a little town called Boquete, and started building 5 homes.
Did any of those previous experiences help prepare you for this new life?
Well, for me, it kind of did because I've been a cruiser for many years, and that's my favorite pastime. So we're literally living in a space the size of a cruise ship. And also another good thing is we catered for hundreds and thousands of people. So I'm anxious to take my show on the road at a campground and meet some new people and entertain them.
It inspires you to travel and meet new people, and that's what I'm looking forward to on this adventure.
And you also speak semi-fluent Spanish.
I would say
Un
poco. Un poco.
I don't know that might help you on this journey, but it is definitely beneficial when it comes to traveling.
Absolutely.
You went from traveling very luxuriously to falling in love with small towns and nature. What changed?
That's a question for me, obviously. So I like to tell people I spent 40 years of my life only staying at Ritz-Carltons and 4 seasons and comparable properties, going to very big cities, and I loved that. But as soon as I went to my first small town, I was hooked, and that is where I belong. I absolutely love small towns. I love sharing all the amazing things they have, how much bang you get for your buck. The people are just warm and welcoming, and it really helps their economy for me to share that information. So it's a win-win for everybody. I love small towns, so I can't wait to drag Eddie to quite a few of those.
Is that going to be a big change for you, or are you excited to experience some new things?
I'm looking forward to the small towns. After living in Florida, it's been very busy, and I'm anxious to see other parts of the country.
Okay, so how long have you all been married?
Do you know?
And it's 29 years.
Do you all have any advice on being married this long?
Pick and choose your battles, I think, is very important.
Yep, and you can't change everything, so you either learn to live with it or you don't. And so people grow all the time, and one thing I really hate to hear people say is that, well, you used to not like to do that or whatever, because we change all the time. And so COVID has been very favorable for us. This is the longest we've spent time with each other ever in 29 years. Like, we've been together 24/7 for 18 months now, and it was good for us. It may not have been good for some people, but it was good for us, and so that was good.
So you two have spent a significant part of the past 10 years living in different countries. Melody was living in West Virginia and Florida here in the United States, while Eddie was living in Boquete, Panama, working on his luxury rental community. So was spending some more time together a deciding factor in starting this new endeavor? Or was that just an added benefit?
Oh, I think definitely. If you had told me 20 years ago I was going to do anything with him in these cramped quarters, I would have laughed hysterically. Maybe even 25 years ago. But we got through COVID, we found things we like to do together, and that's been like really good for our relationship. And we both want the same things out of life, and family's the most important, so this is going to make it easier to be with our family and see our family and vacation with our family. So it's a win-win for everybody.
I agree.
You all have had quite a whirlwind past few months. You sold a rental house, your primary residence, vehicles, bought an RV, moved into an RV. Has that affected your marriage positively or negatively?
I think it's been fine because we've both got the common goal, and you know, things may not always go as planned, but you just kind of roll with it. And I think it's been a good experience so far.
So is it hard living in cramped quarters with your spouse?
I really don't feel cramped.
I don't either.
She does her thing, I do my thing. I do go outside. I've always spent a lot of time outside, so we're always around, but we've got plenty of space.
Do you have separate spaces within the RV?
Yes. We share the closet, like split right down the middle. We each have 2 drawers, and we each have in the bathroom. We have equal space in the bathroom, probably. I might have a little bit more space in the bathroom, but
And
he
that's
has a
fine.
lot of products too. So
Do you have any systems in place for if somebody needs a break or some alone time, 5 minutes to themselves?
no, we don't really have that. But I mean,
We've never really had an issue with that.
and also I will be traveling some for my job that may not be in the RV, so that would definitely give us a break. Or he might be traveling for his job, so that could be in the future.
So lastly, are there any skills that you think will be strengthened or tested by this experience when it comes to being married?
Well, when we started out this idea that literally evolved in 30 minutes and we really put into play within a week, when we came up with this idea, we were both kind of on even playing field. We had as much skill as the other for everything, for camping, for the truck or whatever. And it looks like I'm going to have a lot more work on my plate now. So I've already told him that with the aggressive schedule we've made for September and October, and it'll probably be the same in November and December, we're just not sure yet. We're going to do the 2 months and then we'll see how many places we visit around the state. I've already told him that he may have to pick up slack on actually doing the driving and unhooking or hooking or whatever, because I'm going to have a lot more writing and making video time to spend.
What are you hoping happens with this new adventure? Do you have any goals or wishes by the end of it?
I think we'll both grow a lot on this. I mean, getting out and traveling is one of the best things our family has always enjoyed doing, and the opportunity to do that. And I'm looking forward to the evenings in Tennessee or Texas or Arizona or wherever we are, having the campfire, a different sunset. I'm really looking forward to that. And then meeting the people along the way, and the experiences of, doing a canyon hike or any of that type stuff.
I'm looking forward to all those small towns so that I can have new content to share and new places to tell people about.
So when it comes to traveling, do you all already have plans or are you all going to wing it?
That's you.
Well, maybe a little of both. We do have a really tight schedule for September and October. We've picked out the places we both want to see, and we've kind of created a route that's the best for saving money on gas. And we're going to just see a bunch of new things.
Because if I can interject, your goal is to visit a new state every month.
Yes, a new state every month. We'll be in Tennessee in September, Mississippi in October, Arkansas November, and Texas December. So our plan is Taylor and I are hosting a photography retreat in Johnson City over Labor Day weekend. So we plan on leaving here around August 7th or 8th, pulling out and just working our way very slowly because we're brand new at this. I figure if you don't have to have a license to do it, it can't be all that difficult. It looks pretty daunting when you see the size of this RV and the size of the truck. So anyway, we're pulling out of here. We're going to work our way up the Atlantic coast of Florida, stopping to see some friends along the way, and just kind of practicing our skill set, backing in or pulling through or so forth. And then we are going to upcountry, South Carolina. We're going to see a little bit of Oconee County, and then we're not sure where, maybe Hilton Head. We thought about maybe stopping at Hilton Head, but we will be in Johnson City, Tennessee over Labor Day, and that is kind of the kickoff of the shebang of #wherever I may roll.
And lastly, wherever I may roll, can you tell us exactly what that is, where it came from?
We have to give Blake credit. Blake is our son-in-law.
My husband.
Yeah, and so we're Wherever I May Roam. That's our blog. That's after a Metallica song. It kind of fits with me because I'm an Aquarius and I'm all over the place. Like I might be cruising one day, or at the Panama House one day, or at the Jack Daniel's distillery having a tour one day. You never know, and my mind changes all the time. Eddie has dealt with it for 30 years.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we were just thinking of catchy things as a spin-off of our blog, and Blake says, what about Wherever I May Roll? Oh my God, that's rich. That's perfect. So I literally bought the domain and everything associated with it the next day. So Wherever I May Roll will have a micro site on our website, Wherever I May Roam, and we also have a separate YouTube channel, and we just created an Instagram account, which we're going to gradually move Eddie into.
So you all are leaving Vero Beach very shortly. What is going to be the hardest thing about leaving Vero Beach for you all?
Our daughter Peyton.
Yeah. This will be the first time we're like officially away from our daughter, and we see her often, and you know, that's our baby. So I do get to see Taylor a lot more often because we blog together and we have a business together. And she has our only grandchild, but you know, Peyton's my baby, and we have a lot of fun together. It's going to be really hard to leave her.
Welcome to our new chapter.
And we hope you'll follow our adventures at #wherever I may roll, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already.